What up, commanders? I'm the Roleplay Gamer and I like to party. Welcome back to Elite Dangerous. Look at this thing. Can we just like indulge in some spaceship porn just for a moment? Oh baby, that's right, just like that. So I never was a fan of the Lakon freighters previously. Probably just because I never had use for them. I was, doing more, I guess, small-time smuggling. And even, really, if you're doing smuggling missions, I've rarely come across a mission that required more cargo space than, like, an ASP can provide. Now, I'm sure, well, I assume there are missions, higher up in the ranking that requires a larger cargo space. But for now, I've been getting by. And it's not, it's not terrible pay. Sometimes you can come across missions that'll pay out like 400,000 credits, which, as far as I'm concerned, where I am at the moment is sweet, because it takes like 10, 15 minutes max to complete that. So I'm doing the community goal. The current level, let's hang on. Let's just go back to cockpit view and I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'm doing the, where are my transactions? The Majestic development community goal. So, as far as I understand, we're contributing to the construction of, I believe, 3 new Majestic class interdictors, the Imperial, capital ships. So, I decided with a couple hours left, because we got like 3-4 hours left on this thing, I'm just going to go ham and do something I normally wouldn't do, just to try and bump it up there, try to help get it to tier 5 and hopefully get a better payout in the process. I'm aiming for, that top 10%. Oh, that'd be real sweet. But even the 17.4 million that I'm going to get, in the top 25% here is pretty nice. Not bad at all. So I've done something I normally wouldn't do, and I bought a Type 7. Obviously, I've never flown a Type 7 before. I have flown a Type 6. At first, I hated it, the Type 6 I mean, because it's like flying a one-legged cow on steroids or something. I don't know. Meth. Meth's probably a better analogy. A one-legged cow on meth. But I got used to it, and, it's very... You gotta think differently to fly it. You can't expect to be nimble with it. The Type 7's even worse, naturally. But there's something that I love about these ships that no other ship has. And it's the cockpit. It's just the boxy, straight lines of the cockpit. I fucking love it. And it not only do I love these ships now, but it also makes me a little bit sad because I can't use these ships. Not really. Like I said, they're overkill for smuggling. Yeah, you can use them for smuggling and salvage and whatnot, but in my experience so far, they're overkill. I'll get underway while I'm talking here, so that we don't just sit in the cockpit the whole time. I'll be honest, I'm not sure what this video is. It's kind of like a vlog. Let's talk about make a port. No, we want to go to Husi Dock. 2 jumps there, 4 jumps back when we're fully loaded. About 216 cargo. Alright. So it's kind of a vlog. Also, let's play. We haven't got anything in cargo. No. Just paranoid. Sometimes I do this. When you're going back and forth, when you're trucking, space trucking, you do sometimes lose track of which point you're at in your loop. So... You do get a little bit turned around, and I've more than I'd like to admit, more than a few times I've gone to my destination without the intended cargo. But I got to say the addition of the bookmarks on the galaxy map is invaluable. It's totally good. I'm not sure about this HUD. I've been trying a whole bunch of different colors. This is the one I'm trying at the moment. So the reasoning behind this color is supposedly the 2 colors that are easy. Well, rather, white is the easiest color to see in space, and green is the easiest color to see on Mars. Not that we're going to Mars, not that matters. But I thought, what would happen if we combine the 2? Would it look cool? It looks all right. I was hoping for a kind of matrixy kind of look, but I don't know. I might switch. I think the disco purple is the best so far. I've also got this nice blue that I'm playing around with. You might see that in the next video. Alright, so these big freighters are kind of overkill for smuggling. At least, you know, the rank that I am at the moment. And of course they're tissue paper in combat. And I'm not a trader. That's not my style. I get bored easy just going back and forth. I like the profits, potential profits from trading. Yeah, I like that. But who wouldn't? But it's just not for me. But I have found I'm liking the slower ships. I don't know what it is. Previously I couldn't stand them, and now it's like, yeah, this is nice. It's slow, methodical movements. I can deal with this. If only they were good at something other than trading. Now, yeah, like I said, you can totally use them for other things. They just might be overkill. You could probably even explore in this thing. Actually, that would probably be a really good use for a cargo ship, because you just load up on fuel tanks, right? It'd be incredible. Maybe a mining ship too. Yeah, maybe I'll try mining again with this thing. But I love the cockpit and the slow, methodical movement. It's getting to me, right? It's getting me good. So, and then, you know, I started thinking about, all right, so what's a good middle ground? The keelback. But the keelback, you know, I've been reading people's opinions on it. It's even in a worse state, because it's not good enough at combat to justify the lower cargo hold. Sorry, the smaller cargo hold. Where is this? It's on the outside of the sun. What am I doing? Yeah, its combat capabilities aren't good enough to justify the downsides when compared to the Type 6. The smaller cargo hold. It's also a slower ship. It's, you know, it looks damn cool. I feel like once the fighters come out, maybe, but even then, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not seeing an actual use for the fighters. Because I can just see, yeah, you jump in your fighter. You're under attack, pirate jumps in, you jump in your fighter. The AI takes control of your main ship, and that's not going to make it any tankier. Also, sorry if you can hear raining. I know that would be really annoying. I've got a tin roof, unfortunately, so there's not much I can do about that. But yeah, so I feel like, wow, is that really loud? Hold on. Let's just listen to that rain. That's reasonably heavy rain. Alright. This is causing me to overshoot my landing here. That's alright. We'll compensate. So it got me thinking about the state of freighters. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying for a moment that, oh, freighters should be buffed, this and that. I just wish they were a little bit more flexible, I guess. You could do a little bit more with them. Of course, at the expense of other things. It's like, they're never going to be... Like, yeah, you could armor tank the shit out of these things, I feel. Like, you just load it up with the hull reinforcement packages or whatever they're called. You could do it. But to what end, you know? It's tanky, so what? It's not like you got the firepower to do anything with it. I'd be tempted to try. This is something I would like to try. I would like to try taking a Type 7, for example, because it's kind of the most reasonably priced while having a lot of space. Take a Type 7, try and tank it up as best I can, throw turrets on it, and just see what happens, you know. Though you would also have to... Whoa, did anyone ever come in that close? Happens on occasion. I've actually almost hit the station a couple times as a result of just jumping in that close. But let's see how well we can maneuver with this thing. This is going to spell our doom, I'm sure. I have upgraded the shields though, so it's I think it's A-rated shields, B at the lowest, and I've got a whole bunch of shield boosters. That wasn't hard at all. There was more room than I thought. Yeah. So I mean, that's the thing. I think that's the problem I have with the freighters. It's not that you can't do other things with them. It's that to do other things, they become pointless, because then they lose cargo space. You know. I feel like even just more hard points, not even bigger hard points, just throw on a little more hard points. Rear, I feel like the freighters, more than any other ship, should have rear-facing weapon hard points, specifically for turrets. If they just throw those on and change nothing else about the ship, I think I'd be happy. Because I'm pretty sure there are, what do you call them? The engineers. Oh, fuck. Okay, we're good. I'm pretty sure there are engineers that will upgrade a ship's armor. So you could conceivably throw some small, hull reinforcement packages into into the smaller, like the type 2 slots on this bad boy. Save the bigger slots for the cargo, and you'll be laughing. You've got a tanky ship. Not to take it into combat. That's ridiculous. I never intended to take that. Rain's getting really bad. Never intend to take freighters into combat. I just want them because when you're smuggling, right, things can heat up. I'm really sorry about that rain, guys. Hang on. Whoa. Fingers crossed that doesn't come through on the recording. But let's grab our cargo here. And we will be on our way. Due to the rain, I think I might just skip ahead to our destination here. This is, I don't even know what this is. Like I said, I'm just talking shit about freighters. It's just because I've suddenly decided they're really cool. I really like the design of them, and their cockpits are even better. I mean, I thought the Type 6 cockpit was nice, but then I got into a Type 7 for the first time, and this shit is industrial as fuck, and I love it. Look at it. It's so good. It's so good, and I've never experienced it before because it was a Type 7 and I had no use for it. I need to try mining. I think that's like the other big use for this sort of shit, right? Load it up with collector limpet controllers and just mine the shit out of everything all day, every day. As long as you can stomach mining. So I like to double check my cargo. I like to double check my my destination before I head off. Like I said, can't tell you how many times I've I've taken off and forgotten my cargo, for example. But I like that I don't mind their slowness. You don't have to be fast unless you're prioritizing combat, I feel, or trying to get away. In that case, you've either got to be fast or tanky. Unfortunately, the freighters are kind of neither of those things. There's not a lot you can do about either of those things. So maybe the engineers update expansion thing is the cure for freighters. We will see. The engineers content is it's prohibitively difficult to actually experience because of the grind that's required. I mean, I've played tens of hours since the engineers update came out, and still I haven't got, and this includes salvaging, right? So directly harvesting materials from ships. I still haven't got enough materials to do anything. It's kind of shit. It's pretty shit. Anyway, guys, I will see you on the other side.
3, 2, 1,
and due to the magic of editing, we are back in Carthage and about to deliver our cargo. So there you go, guys. Just like ranting about cargo ships. I think they're cool. Suddenly, my tastes have matured. It's all about cargo ships now. I'm a trucker, apparently. I suppose it's appropriate. My chosen profession in Elite has always been smuggling and salvaging. That's the most fun. I like the concept of mining. I haven't done enough of it, or rather, I haven't found enough profit from it to really excite me. That's the thing. It's either got to be a fun pastime, or it's got to be ultra profitable that it feels rewarding. Smuggling is fun enough, and it's pretty damn profitable. Salvaging is barely profitable at all, but it's fun. It's a lot of fun. Mining, I'm still a bit on the fence about. Still on the fence. But if I can find any use for these freighters other than trading, I am down like a clown, my friend. It's on like Donkey Kong. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I'm not minding the color scheme. It's it's not. It's a little green. It's a little too green. Bit Kermit the Frog, all up in here. But it's easy to read. I'll give it that. I was having a little bit of trouble. That's why I changed. I was having a little bit of trouble with my disco purple. For example, the docking pad number right above the right above the radar there, whatever you call it. It was too difficult to read, and I was trespassing on the wrong pad far too many times. At least here I can see that that's pad number 17, which is nice and easy. So, whoa, all right, don't freak out, man. Whatever that was, like a, I don't know, an adder or something, maybe. Alrighty. So I think, after I'm done with this community goal, which will probably be in a couple of hours, I think the next step is playing around with a keelback as a smuggler salvager, and then I think I will keep my Type 7 here and try pressing it into service as a miner. Maybe that'll be fun. All right. So we will make a tiny amount of profit here. At least they give you that. I think it feels like more just not making you waste your money to help the Empire here. We're only going to get 27,000 credits. But with any luck, after we refuel, hopefully, we will have made a dent in this community goal. I've made a couple trips. I'm lugging twice the cargo that I was in my Type 6, so at least there's that. I like to think that we're getting through it a little quicker as a result. No, it's gonna take a few more runs to get to that elusive top 10%. Might not even happen. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to gently caress that like button. It needs love like everything does. And why does this I don't like. The camera always shows up right in the bottom of the ship under the deck. There we go. Let's do one more pass of this sexy thing. I like it. It's a flying brick, but I don't know, it's got this Millennium Falcon, I'm a piece of shit, but I got heart kind of thing, Oh, I love it. I love it. The two right at the front there, those are the two, I think, small hard points. So, I mean, like, what are you going to do with it? Put a couple mining lasers there. I feel like that's it. Where's the other hard point? Is it on top? Something like that. I mean, that's where you'd put a turret, I guess, but I don't know. I don't know, man. Still a sexy looking ship, if you ask me. It's a pretty sexy looking ship. So let me know what you think of the freighters here. Do you use them? And more to the point, do you use them for anything other than trading? What do you use them for? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Taste the game, be excellent to each other, and I'll see you next time. Roleplay Gamer, out.